This is a Halo 5 set, and it comes with a nice addition for you guys who actually like playing and not just messing around with the Halo megablocks. It comes with a Halo 5 rec pack. I think this is like a minor DLC. So I think that was a cool addition, and this was obviously before it actually came out. This set came before it actually came out, because that's why it says RP. And let's take a look at the back of the box. And here we can look at the back of the box, that it comes with the Brute Mauler and the M6D, which is basically just a Magnum. So yeah, and the final thing about the back of the box is we actually finally have like a label, and we actually have a labeled UNSC Spartan Cat, and she is fighting in the set as Covenant Brute Chieftain. No, sorry, not Chieftain, Captain. And he comes with that Brute Mauler that we checked out. And now we'll look at the actual set. First we'll look at the bubble shield. This is the main reason I actually bought this set, because it's my first bubble shield, and I was really excited when I found out that it came with it, because I was looking at eBay and there's like 2 bubble shields for like $40, and I'm like, heck no. So I was really excited that I got this. So it is multiple pieces. It does not come like this. Each piece, you can see like little cracks right there. Each piece, there is about like 5, and then 1 inner piece, and then the pieces that are connecting them are these things. So yeah, and those go in, and I think it's a pretty decent bubble shield. Like, they didn't really change the mold from like the old sets, but you see, you can fit like a pretty good amount of soldiers in there. So yeah, and then we'll take a look at the chopper. And it looks pretty good. My favorite part right here, I think it's these. This came out really well, and like just looking at it, I love the color. I changed that, and then they've got some like boosters right here, and then to make it actually look like the back's floating, they put some a blue circular piece that, and it's good so it doesn't like scratch on the floor. So yeah, and then it's got 2 lasers on each side, and I totally dig this giant wheel. Like, that's just a normal chopper, and it's not just 1, it's 2, basically, because you can see there's a crack in there, because Megablocks always wants to keep it to their regular molds. And then these are not stickers, these are prints, and I think overall, like, I think the body just looks great. And we'll take a look at how the Brute Captain gets into it. And this is how it looks like in the Brute. I love the design. I love putting my figures in where it's like 1 handle and then the shooting. But that's just my style. And then it looks pretty good. It's not that hard. It's like such less of a pain to put him in like a ghost. Like it's one of those vehicles that is not a pain to get a figure in, and like unlike the Warthog or the Ghost, that just takes forever in my opinion to drive and put it. But this looks pretty nice, and I think it's pretty good. So now we'll take a look at the figures themselves. Okay, so this is the Brute Captain, and I really love like the. Okay, so first we're going to be looking at the Brute Captain, and he has got the Mauler like we showed you on the back of the box. I think it's not like double, it's only 1 color sadly, it's only in a gray. I think it looks pretty nice. I just like the Mauler. I think it looks so much better than like a regular plasma pistol, or like just a regular pistol in any game. I think it looks really nice with like, it kind of reminds me of like a mini grenade launcher because of that part right there. But that's just only my opinion. I just really like that weapon. And then next we'll take a look at the actual figure. which my main part is I think I like the mask the most, which is this. Because if you guys don't know the Halo storyline about brutes, is they have to wear a mask because they look like crap under. I'm just gonna say that. Me and Seb, whenever we see them when we're playing Halo, we call them moldy cheese because of that. Like, seriously, what the heck? Who made these things? Anyways, whoever designed these things, I think they should have made them a little bit more fierce than just like moldy cheese. But anyways, I think the mask looks really cool. I always like their armor, but I don't like their actually what's under the armor. And then I like the shoulder pads too. This one's different. This one has like spikes and this one's flat. I always like when they have different things and they're not exactly similar. And then this part is not actually part of the armor on its side. That's just on the actual body of the figure. It's got it on both sides. And then it's just a normal megablocks figure. It's got all the joints and everything. And these stands do come with the actual set. They come with like, all sets now. And now we'll just give you an aerial view of what this guy looks like. Okay, so we are going to look at Cat now. And this is the official Cat like we showed you on the box. I think it's the first one. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm not sure. It's I know for definite it's the first one with all the joints. But this is just a normal figure except one part. And I think I just noticed this right when I got the set, and I thought it was like really interesting. I never heard about it, but you can focus in that. Oh my gosh, the camera does not want to focus. But anyways, it's basically a robotic arm. I think it's the first I've ever seen a Mega Block of like a robotic limb. I think it looks really nice. The mold came out really well and everything. And it's just easier to see without the chest, shoulder pad. That's why I took it off. But there's one down part about this. Unlike the other elbow, it doesn't have an elbow joint. You see that joint right there? It doesn't have that. Like, all it does is goes up and down. It can't, like, shift. Unlike this one, where it can go... Oh, sorry, this is a weird angle. But it just can't move its elbow like regular figures. But yeah, I think overall it's a pretty good figure. And it's got it's one of those soldiers with that uses the jetpack. I can't remember that armor off the top of my head right now. And there's his magnum or her magnum. This is a female, as you can tell by the name, and she's part of Noble Team, like I mentioned earlier. And now I'm gonna put on the shoulder pad just to show you guys. And she has a little bit of prints on her top of the head and breastplate. And so we're going to bring back the bubble shield because we didn't, there's a right important piece about the bubble shield. It's the thing in it that creates it. So I think this is one of the most important parts about the bubble shield. You can't really have a bubble shield without it. It's the generator that makes it powered. And it is come with a stand because it cannot stand on its own without it. Just the middle part is not leveled, so yeah, you need this stand to stand it up. I think it's fine. I think the mold came out well. It's all good. I didn't get any like missing parts in the set, thankfully. Sometimes I do, but yeah. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll give a last view on the whole set.